Hey friends, Deanna here with Homestead and Chill, and happy fall. So today I want to show you how to make a really simple DIY grapevine wreath like this. It's really easy to do. Once you watch me and you give it a try on your own, you'll catch on right away, I promise. So we're using traditional grapevines here because we have this big, beautiful, established grapevine in our garden. But you can use a wide variety of other vines, including wisteria, honeysuckle, or Virginia creeper. Really anything that is fairly thick and pliable and that dries fairly hard will do. And in a lot of places in the country, you can find wild grapevines growing out in forested areas or riparian habitats. So if you feel like going out to forage, maybe you can find some wild grapevines in your area too. This is the perfect craft project for fall, at the end of the season in the garden, where you're doing fall cleanup and pruning back vines. I've even heard of folks using old loofah vines to make wreaths with. So whether you can find something in your own garden or maybe visit a family or friend and take a couple cuttings from their garden, hopefully you can find something you can work with. Once you have your basic wreath base, you can use it, just as a rustic wreath as is, or decorate it for any season with a variety of dry foliage. And we have some dried citrus here, florals, beeswax fall leaves. The options are really endless. So if you enjoy this video, please hit like and subscribe to follow along for more, and let's go make a wreath.
Okay, so here's a better view of our grapevine, and I have actually made wreaths out of both fresh, just pruned vines, like off the plant like this right here, and I've also used vines that I pruned the previous fall. They sat outside for almost an entire year, and then I made a wreath with them the following fall, and both work fine. And with either fresh or older vines, I find that it's best to soak them in water for a few hours to overnight before working with them to just make them more supple and easy to work with. So go ahead and find a handful of nice long vines to prune off the plant. Most of the ones I'm working with are probably anywhere from 6 to 10 feet long. You can use vines as short as 4 feet long. Long ones are nice that you can continue to just wrap and tuck the same one around itself over and over. However, they are a little bit more cumbersome to work with, so either way is fine. Next, you're going to want to strip off and remove any leaves, but I do like to leave the little curlicue vine tendrils, which I think just give really nice character to our DIY wreaths. Now that they're all cleaned up, I'm going to get these vines soaking in water for a few hours, and then we'll get started. So I like to start by taking the thicker, fatter end of the vine and then loop that into a circle, whatever size diameter wreath you want to make, and secure and hold the one end while you take the other skinnier end, the tail, and loop it back through just like you're tying a knot. And while you're still holding that one thick end secure with one hand, continue to just take that skinnier end and loop and tuck it back through and around itself over and over until you reach the end of the vine. And if you're working with skinnier, more supple vines, you can actually start with 2 or 3 vines held together for this first initial loop. And then as you see, as I get to the end of the vine, I just simply tuck it back into itself, and now it is secure in the first wreath base. Now it's time to grab a second piece of vine and just take the end and stick it into a little gap or space in the initial loop. And then we're just going to repeat that same process of tucking and twisting and weaving that vine in and around the frame over and over. And I think in this one it started to crack on me just a little bit. Don't worry if that happens. If you keep going, then they usually will just continue to weave just fine, even with a little crack in it. And if it does totally break, depending on where it breaks in your loop, you can just tuck the end in and pick up where you left off with another new piece of vine. And then you'll just continue adding more and more layers of vines to your wreath until it reaches your final desired thickness. You can keep them kind of skinny or make them really full and thick, make some smaller or larger. It is totally up to you. If at any point your wreath is looking a little wonky, don't worry, and don't be afraid to lightly push down on it to sort of bend and crack it lightly into a better, more circular shape. And finally, it's time to decorate your wreath any way you'd like. I kept this one pretty simple with some things I already had around the house and garden, but I also included a ton of tips, inspiration photos, and best materials for decorating wreaths in a related blog article that I will link in the caption, including ideas for every season.
See, I told you that was easy. So thanks so much for watching and tuning in today. I hope you enjoy making wreaths of your own. And don't forget to check us out on homesteadandchill.com for even more gardening tips, seasonal recipes, and nature-inspired crafts. We'll see you next time.